Hey everyone, this is Regina here, and welcome to the very first HPR Amino Q&A live stream. This is not starring the podcast team. I forgot that I added that with it, but it's perfectly fine. It's just the HPR Amino. What is it? What do we call it? The
Q&A thing.
No,
I don't know.
No, what do we call it? The
leadership team.
Yeah, leadership team. That's basically what we are.
Yeah.
And today we're just answering questions for you guys, and we just want to see what we want to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go first. What we're gonna do, until actual people get here, is that we're gonna look at Scarlett's past amino thing that you made when you made the I think it was a long time ago. You made an HPR Amino Q&A thing for people to answer.
Yeah.
I'll leave it in a link in the description. No, not in the description. And I'll like broadcast it again so everyone knows what we're asking. So
don't let me broadcast it. Freaking stupid. Oops.
Okay.
My bad.
We're hearing a lot of tension. And let's just start off, but
I'll just make another post saying that it's alive.
People are on at the moment. 56 people.
HPRP amino. I almost put amino in caps. Amino.
While you do that, I will get the questions ready with, and hopefully people have actually asked questions that are good. They ask, the person whose name Party Poison is asks how much multi-fandoming is acceptable. My character is Ignosh O'Connor, and it's from another fandom, but I only generally relate it to under fandoms and PM RPs. I guess I'm gonna read what you guys say. Okay, so I'm gonna add on to what Gabby said, and I agree, but to an extent, because I always say that there is a possibility for other fandoms, such as the Doctor Who / Sherlock fandom-esque thing. There is a thing where you can basically have some sort of, if it makes any sense, like crossover, but not so much that it's like taking over the entire thing, if that makes sense. Are you still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I'm just being silent.
Yeah.
Because I'm a loser.
No, you're not a loser. Don't say that about yourself. I'm gonna just put on a little bit of music so we can have some cool vibes.
It's gotta be that Harry Potter soundtrack, though.
Yes, Harry Potter. I was gonna put on Midnight in Paris, but I like that idea much better. I think we should put on the best soundtrack, which is Chamber of Secrets.
There you go. Just gotta make sure it doesn't overpower us. I don't hear it.
You're not supposed to.
Darn. Well, let me see if they hear it in the video.
You're not supposed to. I just have a small volume-esque thing I did. You're not supposed to.
Oh gosh. Do you hear this in the background?
Do you hear it?
I don't hear it in the video. Oh wait, yes I do. Now I do.
Okay.
Aha!
Okay.
I hear it. Okay.
Question. Okay. Favorite dead character from JMG Network.
Oh, is that on the video?
Someone said the best soundtrack is Order of the Phoenix. No, it's not. I'm sorry. very much.
Okay, favorite dead character.
No, we're not gonna go to you first.
We're not gonna go there first?
We're not gonna go to you first. Other than Fred, there's a good thing for you.
I wanna say Fred.
I haven't finished my story yet, but I will finish it very soon. It should be done by Sunday.
I don't like any of the other dead characters. This is not fair.
Baby. My favorite dead character. My favorite dead character has to be
dead character, not alive.
Probably Lavender.
She's not. Is she dead? I don't know.
Yeah, Lavender died.
Oh, yay. Oh no, that's terrible.
I like Lavender because I liked how clingy she was. And it was clingy to the point of annoyance, but it was hilarious to watch. I'd hate to be in the situation that Ron was in, but it was hilarious to watch.
I don't have a favorite dead character because Regina's not letting me say Fred.
Be original, Miss Weasley.
I don't have a. I don't. I barely like any of the characters. What? I really need to look at the chat, but I really want to roleplay.
It is not class. If it was, oh really? Is it class? If it's you, class.
In the films, and it's your boy Clace. I don't like Lupin. Get out.
If it's class, I'm gonna say. No, it isn't. I don't believe it's you.
My cat just attacked my hand.
Prove it's
Ouch. You. Hello, it's me.
The dankest leader.
The darkest leader.
Okay, so we're gonna call you Stuff because I don't know what. Oh, it's review. It's review. Okay, forget about it. Your name is Stuff. So Stuff. What question do you have for us?
I'm like, Regina, I'm 90% sure that that's Max.
Anyways, what do you think? So I'm gonna ask, what do you think? Who is your least favorite dead person?
My least favorite dead person. Bloody freaking hell. Now I just gotta remember the people that died.
Mine's is James. I'm sorry, mine's is James, sorry, loves, but I hate James Potter with a passion.
Mine would probably be Sirius. I absolutely hate Sirius. Regina, check Skype. What?
I did.
Max.
I did.
It is Max. I told you it was Max. I didn't. Why do you?
Oh, I hate James because he was mean to Snape. And by the way, Snape is my favorite dead character, not Lavender.
I totally forgot. Oh, why do I hate Sirius? Because he basically viewed Harry more as a replacement James than as Harry as Harry. You're being like a page there.
No, Snape is not terrible. The only reason he is terrible is because of James. So
we will fight. Too lazy to fight through the screen.
He is technically horrible because of James Potter and because he was bullied by him. And he's also instead of his longtime friend of forever, like they were friends since like what were they, 5 years old?
Listen to me, you weirdo.
Really?
This is cardboard.
She
Listen.
didn't stick up for him rather than do it. It didn't stick up for him. I was like, okay. So yeah, Snape I like better. And plus he likes potions like me. And if you're in J and G, if you're technically class, what did you say to me in Skype?
I'm very confused as to what's going on, but that's only because I'm not paying attention to the chat because I'm role-playing instead.
Hey! You. Okay, it's class. Okay, it's class. It's class. Leave class. I don't want to hear. I know, I turned it down a little bit. There you go. Right. So, what other questions do you have for us, guys? Come on, guys. This whole live stream is for people. Is for questions for you guys to ask me. Rank the books worst to best. Well, the worst one is probably.
Wait, what?
The worst.
I really need to be looking at this chat.
It says, question, rank the books from worst to best.
We did this in one of the podcasts.
We did. I just don't remember at the moment.
I know. I was telling the person in the thing.
Yeah, class. If you would actually, I don't know, pay attention to my podcast and watch them normally, like a true friend would, then you would have saw that we already did this in the past thing. But I think my favorite book is The Order of the Phoenix, and my least favorite book is Goblet of Fire. I can tell you that much.
My favorite book is probably Goblet of Fire. And as for my least favorite is probably Prisoner of Azkaban. Only because the last half of it is really, really boring. And I skipped about the last 10 pages of that book. Because it was that boring. What are you freaking doing? You can't run into the wall!
Goblet of Fire isn't the best one. I don't care what anyone says. It's the absolute worst one.
I love Goblet of Fire because the twins look absolutely adorable in that one with their long hair. I'm a loser. Why is it the... Yeah, Regina, why is it the worst?
Because I feel as if that Harry could have gotten out of that situation completely. And I feel as if that... that's basically it. I feel as if they could have gotten out of it completely. He didn't have to go into the wizard tournament at all. But everyone's saying, oh, he had to because it was like an breakable vow. But still, if it was tampered with, and they know it was tampered with, since they put his name in it, then you know something's gonna happen. Other than that, that is true. But he could have in every book. I don't know. Harry.
Oh my God! What is that?
Harry, I don't think that's true technically, because Harry Potter, just in general, he basically signed up for disaster, or he decided, you know what, I'm not gonna let this man kill me. I'm gonna survive. That's basically what he did.
Accurate. Trying to unlock my phone and it's not working. Unlock phone.
Okay, I'm gonna read another question from Amino, and then we'll get more questions from you guys, but still put your questions in the chat, and I'll just scroll up and answer them. From Dreamerific, what would you consider the most detail an OC requires to be good? I've seen many OCs with good ideas that haven't been fleshed out properly to make it seem more canon. That is a good question. What makes a good OC?
I'll just read out my answer. So for whoever is listening.
Yeah, read out.
Let me see.
Read out your answer.
Do what?
Read out your answer.
True. The Deathly Hallows does not get to be put in place number 2. The Deathly Hallows has Fred's death and George losing an ear. Therefore, it should not be in number 2.
I mean, at least there's still
there's too many deaths in it. It's too sad.
No,
I refuse.
I just say at least there's
3 or
still
4.
one left.
Deathly Hallows gets put in 3 or 4.
No, Deathly Hallows gets put in my second just because you hate it so much.
What? Wow. Okay.
But I love Death. Same.
No one asked for your opinion.
Same. Oh my goodness, same. Oh my god. Mine is Order of Phoenix. Mine is Order of the Phoenix, then Half-Blood Prince, then Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Deathly Hallows, then Goblet of Fire.
I have no idea what order mine would be in. I'm too lazy to put them in order.
Yeah, so I don't really like, as you can see, I don't mind death. Death is okay with me. Oh, honey.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm confused.
He says that every time he wants to act as if he's at his highest status, aka he's actually gay. So, class, we already know you're gay. You don't have to show it by saying, "Oh, honey." Fight me. He's gonna kill me, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna kill me. I am actually gay.
Well, I kind of figured that when Regina said you were gay.
Oh, honey. I know you're gay. You said that before many times. Doesn't mean you have to say, "Oh, honey," to basically put it on a sign that says I'm gay. You don't hear me going around saying, "I'm bi. I'm bi." You do. Exactly. No, you don't. So you need to hush. Just give me more questions while she's getting her thing up. You're supposed to be reading your own response to the question. And I'll read it again since people probably forgot about it.
Oh, I'm supposed to read my response? I thought you told me not to.
I said to.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You're fine.
Okay. Do you want me to read the question, or do you want to read the question?
I'll reread the question. It's fine. Wait a second,
okay.
Please. The question was from Dreamerific was, what would you consider the most detail in an OC rather requires to be good? I've seen many OCs with good ideas, yet I have been fleshed out properly, and haven't been fleshed out properly to make it seem more canon.
And I almost got killed by my cat right there, but I replied with, what I personally look for in an OC is a well thought out backstory that you can see making sense. I look to see that the information is accurate, like what the blood status should be based off of the parents' blood statuses, do the height and weight match, and things like that. I also try to look for OCs that have a more creative side to them and something that is rather intriguing and interesting about the character.
Okay. So what I say to that is, first, happy birthday, Percy. Second of all...
What? Is it really Percy's birthday?
Yeah. Second of all...
Oh my god! I should know that! Sorry.
Second of all, I think that, what makes a good OC is that your OC... I'm gonna segue into what makes a good role player as well. What makes a good OC is if your OC's personality fits with your house. And also... what else? And also, you need to act as if your OC says. Like, if I'm gonna roleplay with you and I like your OC, I don't want to see I don't want to see that your OC is like supposed to be cold-hearted and mean and basically what class is every day. Yeah, love you too, class. Basically cold-hearted and rude and and basically like a mean person, and he's supposed to be a pureblood, right? It's basically what pureblood status is. I don't want to see that as the person's bio, and then it's personality explanation, and then all of a sudden you're extremely nice to me, even though my character's a muggleborn, aka a mudblood, and you're nice to me, and you're kind and considerate and warm-hearted. I roleplayed with you because I felt you would match with my character the most, not because you would be nice to my character. I know it sounds bad, but that's basically it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hate that too.
Because that's the only reason why probably my longest roleplays have been with people who are like, especially with Lazarus. His like roleplay was really awesome because the whole first 3 months that we were doing it was over. First of all, the roleplay time frame itself was over a day.
Holy crap.
And the day lasted about 4 months real time. So that shows you how like good it was.
Yeah.
And so my thing is that if you're a person, I'm gonna roleplay with you, obviously. I'm sorry, I just died inside. I just read what class wrote in the chat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's something there, dude.
Class. You haven't met Lazarus? He's really cool.
We'll fight you on this.
I will fight him. I will actually fight him for his hand, and I don't care if that is not how it works.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh. I was being literal. He knows I will fight him. Class knows I will fight him. I liked his thing. I liked the roleplay so much because his character was exactly like it said. He was cold-hearted. He was a person who valued blood status over everything, and they had a reason why he would value it. He's an only child, and he's the last person in his family, basically the youngest person in the Zephyr name. So he's the reason that he made it this way, so that he could be up to the status and make sure that his family name lives on, as is Regina, because they're the same exact thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had a mini fangirl moment. Ignore me.
Are you reading the chat?
No, I was looking at people's tweets on Twitter, and I fangirled.
Read the chat.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I just read.
I'm gonna kill him. Okay. So that's basically what I'm looking for in a good OC. Basically, is that if your character has a, like she said, a well thought out story. And as I said before, in the last podcast, if any of you, after not people who are watching now, but if any of you, well, and people watching now, if any of you guys watch this in the future and see the last podcast we did, you'll see that we talked about how I dislike people who have like 20 and 30 characters who are related to canon people, and also people who are like shipping themselves with characters that don't need to be shipped with. It's also another thing you need to have is that a good character shouldn't have the last name of a canon character.
I feel like you go on this rant every single time we do a podcast or just anything Harry Potter related that requires us to be talking on YouTube. You do this like every single time.
It pisses me off. And no one gets it yet. I don't think anyone gets it, how much that pisses me off to see. I'm gonna stop before I start.
I honestly think we should make it like a rule of some sort in the community because there's like 50 million different Malfoys and 50 million different Weasleys and Grangers and Potters, and it's like, dude, there's too many of these.
But I made... Okay, I'll do that instead. You piece of crap. Thank you. Just what I'll do. Are you happy now? Are you ready, guys?
Hi, Kylo. Hi, Kylo. Hi, Kylo.
Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy
No.
now?
Hi. No, get back over here and cuddle.
And now all you
Come
can
here.
see my screen.
Come
And
here.
all my tabs that are open. Yeah.
The content's already better because it has me in it.
Oh.
Ha, 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 ha.
Okay.
Ow!
Are you guys
That was
happy?
my knee.
Are you guys
That
happy?
was my knee. Here's my knee. Yes. Ouch.
Okay. So, how do I explain? Yeah, basically, that's all really saying is a good roleplay is this. Don't name your character after. Don't give your character any canon last names. Make sure your character is actually how you intend it to be. Make sure your character's personality lines up with their house and their bloodline, and so on and so forth. Because FYI, if no one noticed, a Muggleborn is more likely to be in Ravenclaw than in any other house. Shocker.
Rip.
Because as you know, like Hermione, they have to work harder than everyone else. So they'll do their best to make sure they don't royally fudge up. Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh, you little loser.
That's cool.
I just called your friend a loser. Oops.
He's not my friend.
Oh, okay.
he's
I
a
called this
person.
person a loser.
He's just a person. Bye. No one likes you. Okay. So we're
Alright.
gonna answer these questions up here that I saw he answered before he left. Question 1 that he asked: worst moments. So
Besides Fred's death.
besides Fred's death in the movies, we're gonna talk about about 3 worst moments. We're gonna talk about worst moments in the book, worst moments in the movie, and then we're gonna go off topic and worst moments in the Amino.
Alright. Well, that's not off topic because it's technically supposed to be Q&A for the Amino.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So worst
No.
moment in Harry Potter, the books. The way Sirius died. I don't like Sirius, but the way Sirius died was probably the worst moment. The worst part in the movies was when I realized that in the very first movie, when I watched the behind the scenes on the cassette version of the movie of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, they didn't include a really key part, and they messed it up basically to me, and it didn't show like a really good part of the movie. Remember the first part where Snape is like, I will teach you how to bewitch the senses and everything like that. Blue and brew glory. He had this whole monologue that he did in the movie, and they cut out a whole part of it where he was actually saying quote for quote what was in the book, and that made me angry.
Rip.
It made me really, really angry. Worst thing in the Harry Potter Amino.
We've already been through that.
Yeah. Worst part
Basically.
of Harry... No. Worst part of Harry Potter Amino. Worst thing that happened in Harry Potter Amino. I'm gonna add the 18 plus Amino because we're technically together hand in hand. I'm gonna say probably the Hannah thing.
Yeah, but no one. There's gonna be like few people on the HPRP, you know, they're gonna know what we're talking about when you say the Hannah thing.
Then I'll explain it. I don't mind explaining it because it's over and done with now, but, because she left, I think. So,
no, she didn't.
She didn't? Oh, she's just on a low. She's on a download right now. I guess, like, what happened basically was that, well, it started off with me. I guess it started off with technically you, but it also started off with me where she's like one of my worst roleplay experiences because I liked her character and I was like, cool, I don't mind roleplaying with her, and we talked about everything that we were talking about, everything that, like, the roleplay requirements, what you want in the roleplay or not, and she said it was okay. I gave an answer and I responded to her. She responded back to me. I responded to her, even though it was sort of short. I understand that, but I was gonna add more to it, and before I could add more to it, and mid-text of me texting back more, she responds and says, you know, I don't really like this thing anymore. I don't like this chat anymore. I don't like the RP anymore. I'm gonna leave. Bye. And she just left. No real explanation of why she doesn't like it. She was just, oh, I don't really like it because I just don't like how it is, how it's going. I don't like the setting of it. You know what the setting was?
What?
It was on the Hogwarts Express.
Oh my god.
So I was just like, okay. And I was just so pissed because I wasn't even sure what I did wrong, and I was so angry with it. And then later on, I figured out that she was also somebody who was bullying you per se.
Yeah, we'll put it that way.
She was bullying you, and she didn't comprehend that she was bullying you.
Yeah.
And
I'll say
the
roleplay portion of what happened, but I won't go into detail about, like, everything else. If that's okay.
That's fine.
So, me and her were doing it started out as a great roleplay. We were in Hogsmeade, and it was Scarlet, Fred, George, and her OC. She decides that her OC is going to sleep with George on the first day of the RP. Never mind the fact that George just met her character, doesn't even know her, and didn't even, like, ask my permission or anything. Like, George and her OC was sitting at the 3 boomsticks, and then she's like, bam, they're gonna have sex. And I was like, what? But she played a really, really great Fred. So I was like, screw it, and just went along with it. And then she got mad because the characters I was playing was starting to hate her character. Like, okay, if your character is being attention-seeking and isn't listening when people would, like, George was trying to explain to her that if they actually had the kid, they wouldn't be able to raise it because they were only 16. You can't know. And it was getting on my freaking nerves. Oh my god. Hold on, my temper is rising. Hold on. Okay. And so the characters I was playing was starting to get mad at her, like Scarlet and George. And then she tried to make me play Charlie instead of George. So I was like, I'm not gonna play a good Charlie, but whatever. And then after the kid was born, she was like insisting on her OC raising the kid. Fred and Scarlet got married, but her OC was supposed to be the maid of honor, and she left the wedding before the wedding even started. Of course, and then she got upset because Scarlet was mad at her. What? Like, obviously the bride's gonna get mad if the maid of honor leaves the freaking wedding before it even starts. And then oh my gosh, a little bit later in the roleplay, Fred, Scarlet, and George were all in Weasley's Wizard Wheezes talking, and Charlie was there helping out. And, like, he was doing something important, like taking inventory, and he was really busy. And she just has her OC come over and hand the freaking kid to Charlie. So I was like, yeah, no. And I had Charlie hand the kid back and just kind of be like, I'm busy, and shove her off. And she got mad about that. But I was like, I don't care.
Like, see, I didn't even get a chance to get to that part where I was like, okay. Because I kind of got pissed off, sort of, where and I was just... It got to the point where I was like, okay, so... I was getting ready to roleplay and everything. She was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Bye. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I hate it when people do that. I'm just like, I got so.
I understand if
ready.
if by like 10 at the least 10 messages between the two of us is not good. Then I understand that, but you can't just leave like.
Yeah.
I don't know. So now on to you. What is your worst moment in the movie, book, and Amino?
Okay, movie. I say, the worst moment for me would probably be the fact that they left out one of the most important scenes in Pirates of the Caribbean. No, Prisoner of Azkaban. Okay, so in the books, you know, there's the last Quidditch match of the season. Oliver Wood is flipping out, working the whole team day and night because it's his last Quidditch game at, I almost said Fox, at Hogwarts, and he wants them to win. He's flipping out about it, and Harry's got his fireball and everything, and they left out that whole game, that whole scene, and everything with all that character development, and it's all gone. And then they had Harry wait until the end of the movie to get his firebolt when he got it for Christmas. I say is the thing I hate most in the movies.
And in the books?
In the
Other
books?
than Fred's death?
I say the thing that angered me the most.
Other than Fred's death.
Besides Fred's death and George losing an ear. I would say in Order of the Phoenix when Umbridge made it so Harry and Fred could no longer play Quidditch. Like that when they were banned from playing Quidditch. I say that angered me the most.
Okay.
I hated that part.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah. And then in the HPRP, my list thing, oh my god, I've had so many terrible things happen on HPRP. There's the Hannah thing, but I'll choose something else. I was doing this role play with this one girl, and it was a really good role play, and then she's like, would you mind doing a group role play? Like, would you like to join a private group role play with a couple of my friends? And I was like, I'm not comfortable doing a group role play. And then she tried to convince me, so I was like, I'll think about it. And then I told her I didn't want to do it because I was uncomfortable doing a group role play, and then she never responded to the RP. All because I didn't want to do a group role play.
Wow.
Stop it! Stop it!
That's kind of stuff that makes you angry.
Yeah. Stop attacking my hand. I will kick you off my bed. Stop! Ow! Your breath smells.
Yeah, and the second question was, let's go back up a little bit. And it is things the film screwed up. I already said it in the things that I hated about the film is that they didn't make it so that you can see how how much Snape disliked Harry.
Yeah. Oh wait, what was the question? I wasn't listening.
What do you think what things did the movie screw up?
Besides the thing I've already mentioned, probably how in every movie, every movie after Chamber of Secrets to Deathly Hallows Part 2, I think it was, all the stuff that they had Dolby doing in the books, they had Neville doing it instead in the movies.
Yes, that is actually a big thing. I should have forgot about that.
And another thing that I disliked is how in the book Deathly Hallows, George has his ear missing through the whole book. So that means that he doesn't have an ear in the Battle of Hogwarts. But then you go and you watch the movies, and in Deathly Hallows Part 2, he has both of his ears. They didn't remove his ear for Part 2.
Money.
Still.
Yeah, it kind of did suck. What other questions do you think we should ask? What other basic questions do people usually ask?
I have no idea. I just accidentally friend-zoned George in my roleplay. Oh my god, I feel terrible. A little side note.
You can redo that. You can fix that.
Because I made I got a new OC, Abigail, and I ship her with George, and she's like, I don't deserve you as a friend. And George is like, did I just get friend zoned?
You can fix that. You can fix that. I know you can fix that. Do you have any questions for me?
Not that I can think of. I know you too well. Or well enough.
True. Cause I don't really have any questions. What is your? I have a question for you. What if you can't pick Fred or George? What is your dream roleplay partner? Roleplay partner or OC partner thing that you would get somebody to play.
What canon character would I get someone to play if they can't play the twins?
Personality wise.
If I couldn't get one of the twins,
what is your match in personality to them?
It depends on which OC I'm using, because all of my OCs have different personalities from one another. But if I didn't use my ones that I used for my main ones, okay. My main one that I use that's not with Fred or George would be Emily, and her ideal partner is Percy, so I don't really,
personality, not a person, personality. Who do you think would be good with you?
I don't know. Because I don't really, because I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. When I pick an OC to a canon character to ship with my OC, I usually pick the canon character before making the OC, and then base the OC off of what the canon character would like.
Okay.
So, as to say what the OC would like in a person, I have no freaking idea.
Because I know that I made Regina based off of my personality in a way, but she would need somebody who is probably cold and serious most of the time, and they need to understand. They need to be very serious, very knowledge based. They need to be a person that doesn't really fight for her in a way.
Yeah.
Because I feel as if that, even though she doesn't like when people fight for her, because she has been around so long where people do not want to fight for her. Does that make sense? That she just learned to fight for herself and has decided that I'm not going to. This is not what I want. I do not want people to fight for me. since I've taken so long to fight for myself, and most of the part where it's like a I just read something on my phone. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I just read what someone just said to me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'll show you after the thing then, because we're about to finish after I'm done my thing. And basically, they they have to understand that she'll cuss at them, and she'll probably want to break them down if they try to kill her, if they try to make her feel as if she can't do things, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for the Q&A. It was fun though. I really enjoyed it, even though it was like 40 minutes long.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, same. Okay, that's it for this time, guys. I really enjoyed it. Wait, wrong thing. I really enjoyed it, and let me just wait a second. There you go. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye.
Bye.